Hi Isabella, thank you for coming today. Let's get started with our health coaching interview. So, what brings you here today? What sparks change?
I want to exercise more. I want to change my exercise routine.
Okay, so what have you been doing thus far, as in for exercising? Have you been going to the gym?
Not as often as I should. I probably go once a week for 2 hours. So I would like to increase that and find time to exercise.
So, how do you feel when you do exercise?
I feel healthier and better.
So, is that the main reason on why you want to exercise more? Is to feel better? What are your overall goals on exercising more?
I want to get more in shape, feel healthier about myself. That's it, really.
That's it?
Yeah.
So what actions are you going to take in order to improve upon your exercise routine?
So I'll probably go to the rec more. I'll go with some people for self-motivation, so I can work out. My diet's pretty good, so don't really have to work much over there. It's just more so finding the time and exercise that I enjoy doing that will help me in the long run.
So you mentioned finding time. How would you be able to balance school, family, and exercising at the same time?
Well, right now I'm planning my schedule for next semester so I can get out early some days. That way I can go to the rec after or in the morning. So that would probably be how I would find time.
Do you have a good overall general knowledge of exercising and what lifts and what aerobic exercises to do?
Yeah, my KN 136 class has really helped me with that. Shout out to Tina.
So what have you been doing right now at the gym?
So start with the warm-up on the bike or the treadmill, walk/run. And then I like to focus on my legs more than anything. So do some leg presses, squats, use the resistance band a lot, the stability ball.
Mm-hmm. What is it about going to the gym with others versus by yourself? What extra?
I feel like when I go with others, they push me to do more. Like, I would stop probably at 15 reps, but if I didn't have that person by my side telling me one more, then I push myself to do more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So what overall goals do you have in the long run? Overall goals?
With exercise,
yes,
probably
pertaining to exercise.
Lose weight, tone body. Just in general, just
Get healthier.
Get healthier, feel better about myself. Yeah.
Okay.
Also helps relieve stress. So if I ever get stressed, go to the gym.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a good stress reliever. Have you had anybody in your life that has influenced you for exercising?
Yeah, my cousin actually. He went through a change where he wanted to lose weight and feel better about himself. And so he pushed himself to go to the gym. And then he ended up losing weight and he looks better now than he did ever, and he feels better about himself. He has more confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's kind of inspired me too. That if he can do it, then I feel like I can do it as well.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So you want the changes that he has
Mm-hmm.
in your life. Yeah. Good. So talking about the diet, you said your diet is okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what does your normal diet generally look like?
Breakfast, I eat a little bit of something. I know it's not good, but I'm not a fan of breakfast. So I should probably change that. Then I eat a snack, a granola bar or apple. Then I bring my lunch from home, so I don't really eat out at school.
Mm-hmm.
And then for dinner, I small portions or whatever is made. Before I would, eat a lot, but then I was like, no, small portions. So, yeah.
Okay.
Balanced of fruit, vegetables. I have an apple every day. Drink a lot of water.
So really focus on more of the fruits and vegetables. And how often do you eat the sweets?
Not often. Like after dinner, sometimes I'll have a snack, but if anything, it's like an apple with peanut butter or Nutella. Don't really have desserts that often.
Is it okay if I give you a piece of advice?
Yeah.
So, a general good idea is to have a big breakfast and then a smaller lunch and a bigger dinner and then have a couple snacks in between. That's been known to help weight loss because then the individual won't be as hungry throughout the whole day instead of just waiting for 3 periods of time. That tends to be helpful. So when you're at the gym, do you feel insecure when you're at the gym around others? Is it like comparing like Planet Fitness to like an X sport on being intimidated?
I did not enjoy going to export. If I go with someone, then I would totally be fine. But if I went by myself there, I would feel overwhelmed because I feel like everyone there is just like gym junkies and huge, ripped. Bothers me like on the treadmill, dying, sweating. Planet Fitness, you know, judge free.
So
I like going to the rec though. Like, I don't feel judged when I go there.
Okay.
So I feel like everyone has the same.
Is it like the ideal setting for you is the rec right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because there's a diverse range of the very fit to.
Yeah. And also too, I feel like students don't use it.
Yeah.
As much as they should. Like it's right there for their convenience, but I feel like no one really goes.
So what would you like to start getting or doing or getting into more at the rec that will pertain to exercise? Because there's basketball courts, there's you could set volleyball courts, the track, they do classes.
I could be wrong, but I heard the rec does Zumba classes. You know, I'm about that dance.
They do yoga too.
Yoga.
One of the advisors runs the yoga. I think on Tuesdays.
No, yeah, I would like to look more into the Zumba class and stuff.
Would that make it more exciting? Because I know exercising can be boring for people and it can spice it up a bit.
Well, I think it would make it more interesting because I enjoy dancing. So, like, the fact that dancing, like, vigorously where you're, like, sweating can be, like, made into exercise, I think is perfect for me.
Okay, good.
Also, too, listening to music, you know.
Yeah.
Play song.
So, what motivates you to exercise? Like, for every day, what's the end, like, motivation? Is it more the weight loss? Are you focusing on the weight loss?
Yeah, I think more on the weight loss and just, like, toning.
By toning, what do you mean by toning?
My legs, like, tone my legs. I don't want... You know, I just want to be toned and, like, fit. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't want jiggly legs. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I don't know. I just want to be confident in myself. Yeah. At the end of the day, like, after I work out, I feel better about myself. And I'm like, I just, you know.
Do you not feel confident?
Sometimes I don't.
In what situations?
Like, sometimes clothes wearing. I don't feel confident that way.
Trying clothes on?
Yeah, I hate trying on jeans.
Okay. So, how many days a week would you start to improve for your exercising? You say you've been going once a week for 2.
I should probably go like 3 times. I should probably be going like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I say that would be good.
If I could provide another piece of advice for you.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
up for advice.
2 to 3 2 to 3 days would be recommended for you to get once you're getting into it, and then once you have been exercising for a long period of time, then you could do 3 to 4, 3 to 5, just depending on the duration of every exercise, because you've learned how many days a week a person should be training,
Yeah.
for how long, what type of training. So for what type of training would you want to be exercising with? I mean, you have hypertrophy, aerobic, endurance, strength, power.
I think maybe like endurance and strength.
Okay, so
Maybe a mixture of both, you know? Get
so
some
if you're
muscle.
saying toning, technically hypertrophy would be the way you would want to go for toning.
Okay. I don't know what that is. What is
So
it?
hypertrophy training is the strengthening. So you're strengthening your muscles, but you're also gaining muscle mass.
Okay.
So you're doing higher reps, moderate load. Whereas for strength, you'd be doing lower reps, higher weight. And so that'd be more considered for toning. And then endurance will get more cardiorespiratory fitness.
Yeah, you know, I enjoy running on the treadmill.
Yeah.
So I would like to be able to do that longer, like without
Getting fatigued.
and out of breath.
Out of breath and cramping, lactate.
Exactly.
Okay.
So right now I like walk a little, then I run, then walk, run.
Okay, so that could,
I walk on an incline, you know, so I'm still getting like.
So that could be more of a short-term goal for you. Would be to go a longer duration on the treadmill, and then those short-term goals can then lead up to your long-term goal of losing X amount of weight or centimeters off of your waist circumference, something like that. So how important is this for you to change or to actually accept the exercising in your life?
I think it's.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most important, 1 being the least important.
I'd say probably an 8.
An 8, okay.
Because I tried before, but I didn't think I put enough of my effort in as I should have. Like I didn't care back then, but now I wanted to make it like at least one of my main priorities.
Okay.
To get into better shape.
What would put it at a 10?
Right now, I think what stops me from putting it at a 10 is like school, because I'll be like, oh, I'll go to the gym today, but then I'm like, I have a chem exam.
Yeah.
So then instead of going to the gym, I'll study. You know, so it's kind of like prioritizing, but I could totally make time for both, but I just choose not to. I'm like, oh, I'll just go home and study instead of going to the gym for an hour. That's another hour I can study for chem.
Exactly.
So I think that's what's stopping me from.
Putting it at a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Which makes sense, because, I mean, it's not your main priority right now. So if you had to list priorities, it'd probably be what? School, exercising, and then, I don't know, everyday activities like with friends and family?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I like drag my friends to the gym with me. I'm like, you know, we can like hang out,
Yeah,
but then like
still work out.
And have a good time.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And it's better to work out in a group, I think. You get more motivation. And then if you see each other, or you see someone in your group having actual change, motivates you to actually, oh, I gotta step up my game and catch up in a way. Good. So what I've heard so far is, right now you are motivated to change and actually exercise and get back into it, but you're sort of set back with school, and school takes the main priority over exercising, thus limiting your amount of time to exercise. So what can you do in order to make school less of the main priority? It's not a bad thing that school is the main priority, but how can you almost decrease that gap and make it more of a 9 instead of an 8?
I think I can like throughout the week, I can definitely go to the gym and like take a break,
Mhm.
and that could be my way of de-stressing and just like letting everything out from the week. Whereas will still be doing like my schoolwork and stuff, but like instead of taking a break and sitting on a couch or something, like would go to the gym for like an hour or something. So that way I could still kind of balance both of them.
Mhm.
And then, so that's probably it.
Have you ever tried studying at the gym?
No, I would just get too distracted.
Too distracted?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't know, I'd just be looking around.
You people
I'm
watch?
so nosy. Yeah, I people watch.
Because I've seen other individuals, not myself personally, but they'll bring like a phone and then they'll be watching like lectures, or they'll be watching or going through PowerPoints while they're on the
That's
elliptical
smart. I can look at PowerPoints.
elliptical treadmill, the Stairmaster. They're on the bike and they're just looking at PowerPoints.
Oh. I
And
actually never
it
thought of
could
that.
kind of get them through the studying material because I mean, it's better than just sitting down and
Yeah.
studying. It's always recommended that you stay active and do as much as you can and try to avoid the least amount of sitting. That's why they're making like desks, and they're making seats that have like pedals underneath them, or they're like on the ball and they're constantly moving and standing, just to promote more activity for individuals instead of having them do that sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah, I actually never thought about
24/7.
sitting at the gym until you mentioned it.
Yeah,
Like-
it's a good way to crank out PowerPoints, especially during the anatomy years. They will give you so many PowerPoints, and you just want to get through them and listen to them. So you can still listen to music while they're going through PowerPoints. I'm curious, what kind of music gets you motivated for exercising?
Anything like fast, pumped up music.
Okay, so that does help. That helps you with exercising, kind of
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want a slow song playing. I want like
Yeah.
something that will
get you going.
get me in the mood. Like if I'm on the bike, like I want a fast paced song to get me going. Mostly pop music.
Okay. Do you eat prior to going to the gym, or after?
After.
After.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah,
Okay, that's
after.
good. Do you take any sort of like supplements or anything? No.
No.
And when you're at the gym, what do you have water? Do you drink Powerade, Gatorade?
Water.
Water.
I just bring my water bottle that I bring
Okay.
with me to school.
Water's the best fuel resourcer. Well, good. I think you could definitely achieve your goals. This is something that you've attempted before, and you know how to like rebound from it. I feel like if you just keep staying motivated and keep focusing on the others that have motivated you, you'll be fine. You can get there easily. You just have to stay on track. So when talking about staying on track, do you take like do you do a log of what you're doing? Do you
I have notes in my phone of all the exercises that
that you've done with all the weight, so that you know to
weight, reps, sets.
Good. So do you look at that in order to see how you've progressed of late? Because if you're doing the same exercises for a long period of time, your body's eventually going to get used to it, and you'll plateau. So do you change the weight or resistance?
Well, for the leg press, I started at 20, but then the next time we did it, I increased it to 25. So I, varies.
It varies. And then do you do the same machine exercises? So like the treadmill, do you do the same thing, or do you like change it up every other day or every week?
Yeah, every week.
Okay.
We did the bike the one time for the warm up,
Okay.
and then the next time I did the treadmill.
Good.
Also, like I walk a lot on campus. Like,
How about sports? Do you partake in any sports at school or on your side time?
I enjoy volleyball.
Okay.
I wanted to join
Intramural?
intramural volleyball. Didn't get around to doing that.
So
But that's something I'd be interested in.
Okay, you're definitely
do.
interested in doing
Yeah.
intramural volleyball.
Mhm.
Good. You've played volleyball before?
Yeah.
Okay.
I play on the side, you know.
Awesome. What about volleyball is like attractive to you? What do you like about it compared to other sports? I mean, you could go and play golf.
I
Not the
feel
most
golf. I
active
feel like
sport.
is more leisurely and relaxed and laid back, whereas volleyball is like you're getting your teamwork, and then you're not running as much, but you're still getting physical exercise, running for the ball.
Mm-hmm. It's more power.
Yeah, I feel like
It's more power and quick agility
Mhm.
work instead of golf, where you're more focused on power.
I don't know. I just enjoy volleyball in general.
Good. Yeah, those are definitely
Also, too, like, I
good
feel like-
ways.
Well, it's a good sport, you know. If you want to do it a little easier, then you could play like on hard ground or in grass. But then, like, if you go play beach volleyball, it's a lot harder to move in the sand, so it's more challenging, and you're working your muscles a lot more to be running in the sand
Definitely.
and stuff. So I think it's just a good balance.
Mm-hmm. Definitely is. And then I'm assuming they've taught you about like stretching and everything prior and after. How much more knowledge do you feel like you need in order to feel comfortable at the gym? Because personally, I know how daunting it could be at the gym. Seeing that many people, that many machines, all the equipment, and not knowing what to do with them. Have you had the mindset of where you're going in and you're just going to do these certain exercises and not like vary and change it up or experiment?
I feel like there are some machines where I can get a little more knowledge on, but I feel like I've learned a good majority of them and like what to do and how to use them. One class we went to the rec and they showed us around and what to do, look at the different machines, what muscles they work, how to properly use them.
Form is a big teaching point for
it's another thing we learned
for new
about form and stuff.
exercisers, because if you're performing exercises with improper form, it could lead to injury, it could lead to muscle imbalances, thus leading to more injury. So focusing on form would be the main point, I think, for you, because you're not doing free weights, are you? Dumbbells?
Well, I was just going to say, like, you know, I enjoy also using, like, the equipment instead of just machines. Like, resistance band, the stability ball, like, squats with the dumbbell, like the goblet squat. I like those.
Okay.
So.
Well,
machines are
perfect
for beginners.
Which you goes machines, resistance, and then you do barbell and dumbbells. So that's good. You're progressing in the ways that professionals have lined up for us. Have you ever sought like personal training advice? Have you gone to a personal trainer? Have you thought about it?
I have not.
Okay.
Had a personal trainer.
Is it more of the funds? Since you are a college student, you just want to learn.
Partially, yeah.
Yeah.
They're expensive, and you know.
Yeah, that's fine. You feel like you could get it done yourself. That's good.
Also, too, like, I know people at the rec, if I had a question on how to do something or how to use it, like, I know that there would be people that are willing to help and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So overall, to sum up majority of the interview, the session, I feel like you have the right mindset. Your diet is generally good. Maybe like we were talking about, to increase your exercising to maybe 2 or 3 days. But it's totally up to you. You're the one exercising. Just providing you with a little bit of knowledge, and to maybe change up the exercises a bit. But overall, I think you're very motivated, and you could definitely achieve your goals that you've set for the long run and even your short-term goals. And maybe to just write those into just so when you look at them, you're like, oh, let's get to this goal. Overall, good job. Do you have any questions for me?
What?
It's okay if you have none at this time.
Yeah, I can't think of any. What makes you enjoy like exercising? Like, what gets you motivated to go to the gym? Like,
For me, it's more appearance. It's more personal appearance. I want to look good. I don't want people to look at me and be like, wow, that guy's fit. He could teach me a couple things if I need to ask him. It's more appearance. I want to look good. Just want to be happy with what I look at in the mirror. So that'd probably be my main priority. Thanks for asking. All right, good job.
thank you.
Thank you, Isabella.
My pleasure. Anytime.